Hello there folks, and welcome back to Let's Play for Banjo Kazooie. Now, some of you may have noticed the Treasure Trove Cove is missing. Now, for those of you who are thinking this, I'd recommend you revisit the playlist, because, well, long short of it is, I did do it, as you can see here. Problem was though that Screen Throw crashed on me, which means I don't have the footage anymore. Well, never had the footage, technically. So instead, I've put up a copy of X the Music's run through Treasure Trove Cove, just so everyone knows what would have happened. Well, except for the difference, I think he got both honeycomb pieces and I only got the one, but whatever. At the end of his video should have also shown how I opened Clanker's Cavern, and also how to get here. I can't remember if we covered opening all the extra stuff, but we'll have to assume we did for the sake of argument here. So I can only really apologise. I'm not sure what happened, or why it happened, or what the hell was going on, but there's not much I can do. So, yeah. We'll just have to leave things as are, and then I'll carry on with this. Also, due to that same recording error, for some reason I'm missing what was supposed to be the beginning of this video, which showed me getting the first 2 jiggies and unfortunately dying shortly thereafter. Let's say, as a result, I'm going to point out where those first 2 jiggies were, at least let's try and do this without missing bloody every single note along the way, eh? Might help. Seriously, I hate the swimming mechanic in this game. I know, well, to be quite frank, I hate the swimming mechanic in a lot of games, if I'm quite honest, but in this game in particular. I know the sort of the drifting thing is quite natural, but still, it's annoying. Yeah, and the huge monstrous shark beast, which terrifies the crap out of you the very first time you ever see it as a kid, is actually perfectly benign, as tends to be the case in most sort of rare games. Quite often, the more terrifying something is in appearance, the less harmful it is, to be quite frank. Where was I going with this? Yes. When I go past the various areas, I'll point them out. Now, up here on the right, not the green tunnel I'm about to go into, but one slightly further to the right, there is a jiggy at the end of an underwater tunnel. That's the first one you should acquire when you eventually come to do this yourselves, assuming you are going to, which I would hope so. You can purchase this on Xbox Live Arcade for a bit of upgraded graphics and whatnot. I think you can still find the cartridge about if you want to play the original N64 version as well, which I would recommend. Now you get a second jiggy inside this little area for killing all those mutant crabs. It appears on top of the reactor. Just simply backflip onto the pipe and then climb up onto the reactor to get it. And that was as far as I got before I got killed. When I say got killed, I attempted to do the next bit of the level and rather unhilariously drowned. Yeah. Nothing quite like watching your character float motionless and lifeless face up as they start to bloat with waterlogging to really sort of take the childish innocence out of the game. But yeah, so anyway, I'm basically going to attempt this again, and hopefully I'm not going to cock it up. But, you know, no promises. Right, fuck. Why? 5 seconds after I've said I don't want to cock it up, do you have to do that? Ah, God. Seriously, I hate this level. See, the thing is, compared to levels that are coming up, this one is piss easy. Seriously. And yet, it's still one of the levels I hate the most to this day. I mean, to be quite frank, some of the later levels that, you know, a lot of people get quote-unquote excited about, stuff like Rusty Bucket Bay, doesn't bother me at all. I can quite happily do those levels. It's doing this that really grinds my gears. I've forgotten you could do this. If you hold A, you sort of, well, stop more or less dead in the water and start swimming very slowly and controlledly. I'd actually forgotten you could do this. Yeah. But that solves at least some of our problems. Assuming I remember to do it. More likely result is I'm going to panic horrendously at some point and just start flinging myself left, right and centre. And I'm almost out of air. I'm going to drown again if I'm not careful. Crap, 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 crap. No, we're not drowning on this Let's Play. No. It's been bad enough I've already, well, even if they didn't see it, it's bad enough I've already got one death on this game. Any more, it's just not on. Well, speaking of deaths, actually, I was slightly disappointed to realise that the extra lives you acquire, for some reason, don't carry over each time you quit the game. Each time you quit the game, your life counter resets itself to 3. And that's fine if you've only got 1 or 2 lives spare. But why it does it when you've, acquired, say, 6 spare lives, I'm not entirely certain of. Yeah, we're well aware, mate. We've been doing that for the past, what, 5-10 minutes? We're good. Trust me. Right, now, we'll make sure I get all of the notes, and need to grab you while I think about it. Or else I can see what will happen. I'll forget to grab you, and then it'll all go tits up, to put it mildly. I'll be scavenging around the area trying to figure out what the crap do I do next, and yeah. It's far too easy for it to happen, so be careful. So I'm doing this right after doing the next, not 1, but 2 sets of Final Fantasy as well. I really don't get why they do this. For some reason, Rare thought it'd be a great idea to point your character straight down at the floor just after you've done this, to delay, well, about a few extra seconds to how fast you can get to the surface. It should be a bad idea under normal circumstances without an air meter timer going on. I do question the logic of having the air meter, by the way. Considering that we're talking about, we're talking bear and bird. They go together on zany adventures through all sorts of misshapen and demented lands. Why exactly they can't breathe underwater is beyond me. But oh, for fuck's sake. For some reason I keep forgetting about the 0.5 second delay in the control reactions as well. Which means I attempt to execute little manoeuvres like killing these things, and end up falling on my ass. Die already! That's better. Sorry now, feeling a bit violent, clearly. Now, there we go. Fly into the night, Banjo! But yes. There we go. Mumbo token, incombogum. I did briefly consider, I know I'm backtracking on myself here in terms of commentary, but I did briefly consider starting a second game and just getting myself quickly over to Treasure Trove Cove and recording it from there and then carrying on with the main game. Sorry about that. However, when I tried that, something rather irritating happened. Jinjo! Something really, really annoying happened. I got all the way to Treasure Trove Cove, and once again, I don't know if it's something to do with that particular level and the effects it has on the emulator and whatnot, but once again, ScreenFlow refused to record it. It wasn't so much a case of, not stopping and whatnot and rendering the footage properly like it did last time. It stopped, it claimed to have, recorded everything just fine. Yet all I had on the recording was a white screen, which wasn't tremendously helpful. So I am afraid that this is just going to be one of those cases where I defer to a more experienced Let's Player and their footage, just for the simple sake of moving things right along. I mean, I do have to admit, it does actually annoy me. The fact that, even though the fact I'm actually on this part of the level proves that, I've done it all myself. Ooh, honeycomb piece. Forgotten about that. There's another one in a pipe somewhere. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't.